I know, it's my own fault getting beer 52'd again after what I said last time. At least this time it was of my own volition. I willingly did it. Pull up a beer and I'll explain the rant, story, saga of how, yeah, willingly this time I got beer 52'd again. Yes, welcome back to the channel with me, Disco, coming at you with another beer video from in front of the cans and bottles here in a bowl. I'm still willingly calling the Disco Arms. And yes, I got beer 52'd again, and I know beer 52'd is still not an actual adjective or whatever the word form is to describe what I'm talking about, but it's just I made it up because it kind of fits getting beer 52 kind of meaning mugged off, done up, except I haven't actually been mugged off here particularly. But yeah, just a bit of a story and a bit of a saga about dealing with beer 52 and ordering. I mentioned that in the last video I did about how I forgot to cancel the monthly subscription and a box turned up. So that's what I was using it, getting beer 52 for there. In this one, it's a little bit different and a bit more involved. I have got some beer from them, so I'm not, and some of the beers I wanted, and not all of them. Anyway, um, yeah, best told over a beer. So the beer I'm going to use, this one that actually turned up is this one here. It's a 440 can, which is kind of rare. It's from Vocation Hebden Lager. It's been around a fair bit. It's not a particularly interesting beer, and not a particular beer I'm massively interested in. So much so I didn't even order it. It just turned up, which is kind of part of the problem. Let me get it into a glass and try and pick the bones out of this one. Like I say, that's because I've been shaking the box around, putting it in and out. But hey, it's all part of fun, isn't it? Let's just pour it out. I need a beer now. Well, it's nice and carbonated, nice and bubbly. It bubbles into the glass pretty well. Nice carbonation racing up the glass. Kind of clear lager. I'm going to have to clear this up and get back into it. Right, yes, these things happen. Mistakes occur. What can you do? It's kind of the point of this video, I suppose. Yeah, so the beer's been shaking up a bit because I've been putting it in and out trying to get this video done. So I'm just going to blast through it because your mistakes and all. That's what a video is about. The reason I'm not particularly bothered about this beer is because, well, it's just a lager. It's also a premium lager, as it says on the can, which I tend to steer clear of because I tend to think that means a premium price. Doesn't quite apply on this occasion. Looks particularly fine, kind of the right colour, plenty of carbonation, racing up the glass, as I say. Cheers. But the reason it's sitting here, we'll come on to what I think about the beer in a bit. But the reason it's sitting here is because I didn't order it, but it turned up anyway, which is kind of part of the problem. So I was looking around when I was planning my order, and I only went on the website to cancel my order because I saw a video from Baz, All the Beer, No Idea. Try and link that up there as well, where he did a particular beer that kind of piqued my interest and reminded me that I had to go and cancel that month's subscription last month. So I was on the website and I saw the beer, so I put it on an order. And, well, that beer turned up as well in this box. And it's this one from Vetten Lazy. It's Oyster Mushroom Porter. Yes, as far as I can tell, with actual oyster mushrooms. And I saw Baz do this one, and it kind of piqued my interest. As you know, I have a kind of sort of interest in unusual adjunctive beers. I often asked the question, what's the most or weirdest or worst adjunct you've seen in a beer? And I've done a few videos on that too. But this one piqued my interest being in mushrooms. You don't see too many mushroom beers. It's an unusual adjunct. I've only seen one or two others. I know Wild Beer did one about 5 years ago that I ummed and ahed so long that ended up selling out and didn't get my hands on. So I definitely pulled the trigger on this one. But I'm on the website and I've got a couple of cans in the basket. And I thought I can't really justify spending whatever it is, £6 or whatever it is, on delivery of 2 cans. Let's have a look. There might be something else of interest. Just to make the order worthwhile for them as much as me. I don't need to order that many more beers. I've got far too much. But this one I just wanted. I did use the accumulated points from all the other orders I forgot to cancel to get a £5 off. So I thought that kind of negates the transport delivery cost rather. But even so, I'll put a few more cans on. There's got to be something. So I had a little scroll down, and there really wasn't anything that I was that bothered about paying £3.5 for, especially in 440s. What I did see was Naughty and Nice from Vocation, the chocolate stout, which I think is available in supermarkets, so I can probably pick that up anyway. It was on reduced, I think, at 3.30, so I bunged a couple of them in, and they didn't turn up. This turned up instead. So that was pointless, but I thought, well, four cans, yes, yeah. So I thought, I know I'll be clever. I had a little look around the website. I thought I'd be clever. What I'll do, I'll pick up a mystery pack. I saw a mystery pack on there, 8 beers, £14. Now that's under £2 a can. So, well, I'll take the gamble. I can probably do a video on it. It'll be interesting to see what turns up, whether I'll get duplicates of ones I've had before, because there was one box this year I forgot to cancel. It turned up. So I'll see what I get. And if not, I'll make a video about it. Of course, you've got this as well. But didn't realise that actually there's going to be more to the video than that with this stuff turning up. Anyway, placed the order on a Monday lunchtime-ish. I was a little surprised to get a notification that evening to say the beers had been dispatched. I'm sure that doesn't normally happen with Beer 52, mainly because they use Every, who aren't that great at doing deliveries as far as I can make out. I don't know how they're still going. But anyway, pleased. Yeah, maybe they've upped their game. Then got a delivery, and include that notification was it was going to get delivered the following day, and I don't particularly remember Beer 52 doing overnights. You know, it's not Trembler Madness yet. Anyway, following morning, as again slightly surprised that that was actually the case, got a notification that the beers would be delivered between 5:30 and 7:30 that day on the Tuesday. A little late, but someone's got to be last on the delivery one. No problem. I'm in all day anyway. I'll just wait for it. All good. So, as predicted, about 6:30, a box actually turned up. A box. This box. Kind of small box. Now, bear in mind, I got an 8-pack in these 4 cans. There's enough space in there for 8 cans, but only 8 330s. And only 2 of them are 440s. I got at least 2 cans of that, even though I didn't order them, and 2 cans of the mushroom, which I did. But even so, I know without even opening the box, it ain't going to be big enough for the 12 cans I've ordered. So I said to the delivery guy, you sure there's not another package? Maybe they've split it up. Maybe they've done a completely stupid thing, and rather than bung 12 beers in the same box, save on delivery, they split it up. The 8-pack is the 8-pack, and that just goes out as an 8-pack. And then these 4 can't be that stupid. Anyway, open the box and found out they can. Nothing else in there but the 4 beers, 2 of which I didn't order. Anyway, as we've seen, things happen. It's never a problem when things mess up and don't go the way you want. It's how companies react to that and resolve it. So they got a thing on the website, and I put the thing in. I said, email. Part of the order didn't turn up, and explained there should have been an 8-pack in there as well. And then I had to go in again and do a separate one because you couldn't do it both on the same thing. You only had 300 characters. So I went in again and said, "Oh yeah, haven't got what I ordered. This has turned up and not the stout. I don't want this." So they've got two separate email chains going now. So he closed one and said he'd deal with it all on the one. And I'd said, well, I didn't realise it was going to come in 2 boxes. On the box I did get, it's marked 1 of 1. So I just thought they'd messed up. So I just accepted the 1 box. And he said, "Oh yeah, sorry, it wasn't clear. It was coming in 2 boxes. It's out for delivery the following day." Now I knew the following day. To be fair, they did get the box out the following day, but I knew that to be utter rubbish for the very simple fact that this box has got the number 88 on it. Wasn't sure what that was, but what I think it was is the sequence number that the boxes get delivered in. Because this box also has 88 on it, the one that arrived the following day, and it was scribbled out and the number 112 has been added. So that means that it was on that van and got misdelivered or misdirected or didn't get delivered or whatever, and they've redone it the following day on a different route number, which is fine. Like, the main problem I have with it is I've ordered 12 beers, put 12 beers in a box, don't send 2 boxes. I mean, I don't care if you want to spend an extra £5 on delivery, because I guess it's a £5 each box. I've done a bit of delivery work. I know how it goes out. But anyway, that's their problem. But just, what if I wasn't in the following day? Anyway, that was the other thing. Yeah, I put specific delivery instructions on there. Deliver to the side gate, because I didn't know when it was going to come. I thought it might come when I was at work, so just put it around the side gate out the way. Because, not that great. I've had boxes, Beer 52 boxes from them before, where they've just left the package on the doorstep. And where I am, the sun is directly over there. So they've left them in the summer on the doorstep for everyone to see and in the sun. Beers. Thanks. I mean, I am late on the delivery one, to be fair, fairly usually, so I kind of know it's coming late. So it might not be there for that long. But even so, just. So anyway, I put on there, deliver to the side gate, and I happen to be sitting here on the Tuesday doing admin stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I see the driver pull up. And then I got up to answer the door, and he's next door. He's not even found the right address, let alone delivered to the side gate. And I said side gate. I didn't even say if not in, just deliver side gate. Just there's a number in the window. It says what number it is. Anyway, so yeah, I eventually got the mystery box. Still no stouts. And so I replied, yeah, got the other box, but what are you doing about the stouts? I said it politely. They said, "Oh yeah, we can't really send out just 2 cans, so I'll refund you I think he refunded me a £5, and I'm sure the cans were £6. So I don't know. Actually, £5.98. He refunded me essentially the price of the cans I did buy. So I've essentially got 2 cans free. If it weren't for the fact for the points that I got the £5 off, I'd have been paying for transport as well." And so I've got some beers. I'm not massively happy because of this. I haven't actually looked in there other than to see that the 2 440s weren't in there. So let's see what we've got in the mystery box. Now, again, getting Beer 52, I know there's a good chance there's probably getting some stuff that they want to get rid of, probably some slightly older stuff that's obviously been in subscription boxes beforehand. And being that I got 1 or 2, there might be some stuff, might be some duplicates. I don't know. It might be one more of those. If they're trying to get rid of them, I might get more than something I've already ordered. But, Anyway, in the mystery box of mystery, I get a slightly damp. Is that because I did it? Or is that because that's just got damp on delivery? Not sure. Anyway, copy of Ferment magazine from Beer Cities Asia. I can't remember when that was. I think that was the back end of last year. And slightly worryingly, I think that was one of the ones I didn't cancel, so I think I've already got that. Didn't read it then either. To be fair, I didn't realise this. They put a couple of the snacks like they have in the subscription box in the mystery box as well. That's Tex-Mex cheese tortilla mini chips, a very mini bag, but there you go. That's a nice little bonus, I guess. And some roasted fava beans flavoured with seaweed and miso. I quite like dried fava beans and seaweed and miso, so that's not a bad little surprise. And 8 cans. So let's see what we've got. Let's move that out of the way. I'll do a review on that in a minute. Right, so what have we got? Right, from Alphabet Brewing. It's called Just to Wet the Whistle. A 4.6% Kolsch. Alphabet Brewing, I think. Didn't they either go under or nearly went under when they ABC and they came back? So yeah, another. Kolsch is not my favourite of lagers, nor is just regular lager. As you've probably seen, I've talked about before, I prefer the wheat beers or the, if necessary, a Hellas lager, or particularly a Czech Pilsner or Czech style lager, German Pilsner, possibly. Not so much the Kolsch. And that's what you get with beer 52. But again, this is the gamble. Next one out is Black Kite. Oh, it's a stout. That's all right then. A 5% stout. I think Black Kite's the brewery, and the beer's called High Flyer. Again, perfectly reasonable stout, no doubt, but it wouldn't have piqued my interest enough to buy it. Just a normal stout. I like something a bit adjuncty as well as liking regular stout. So that's not a bad one. Fine with that. This one is from Wild West Brewery. It says Panda Goes West. It's an IPA at 5.5%. It says Hello UK. Yeah, so that's obviously out the Asia box. I'm not sure I had that one, if I did have the Asia box, but yeah, an IPA. Again, 5% IPA might be okay. At least it's not a session. This one is called, it's from Stagent. Stagent? I don't know where that's from. It's called Gents, an Ultra Session IPA. It is 3.4%. Now, I say I screw my nose up at that, but it's a bit sticky as well. Odd. Anyway, yeah, I say that they'd be perfectly decent, but as session IPAs and IPAs, they often end up being a bit kind of grapefruity, hoppy, and low in ABV. That doesn't really ever interest me that much. But, you know, like I say, I'm too good, I can give it a go. Well, this one's definitely from the Asia box. It says hoppy session IPA with Simcoe hops. It's from Dongfeng Brewing, 4.1% session IPA. Yeah. That's, see, I'm not getting mugged off by that because I knew I was probably getting that. Oh, hello. Oh, really? Delirium? Hang on. I think I got mugged. Yes, I've got a box of Belgian beers in there, and I think that's in there. Yeah. Brewery Delirium Nocturnum. So it's a dark beer. And I think we'll have some strength to it, won't it? 8.5%. That is, I guess, a rare treat in a Beer 52 box, and one I'd forgotten about. But I'm fairly certain I've seen that can before, and that's in the other box I forgot to cancel the back end of last year. I didn't do a video on that because I'd already done them other 2 videos. At £2, that's kind of worth it. You know, it's going to be probably a good beer, despite the fact it's been sitting around in warehouses and my stash for a while. 8.5%. That is a rare treat in anybody's money. This can I've seen before. It's a white ale. Hitachino Nest beer. Oh, hang on. Kaiuchi Brewery. I've seen this can before, even in the box I previously got. Or I might even have picked up a can for this one. Is this Japanese? When I picked up that Japanese box recently, I'm going to have to check that out. I've definitely got a can of that. So another duplicate, but that might not be Beer 52's fault. This one I've actually had before as well. It's called Quickie. It's from Magpie Brewing. It's a mini IPA at 3.5%. But if I remember that rightly, that was quite nice. Didn't have any of those great aforementioned grapefruit flavours. Slightly bigger than a 330 can. I forgot it's 350, isn't it? Coming from overseas. But there we go. So that's the mystery box. And, well, both of them mystery boxes because I didn't know what was coming out the first one. Not particularly unhappy because I knew what I was getting. I knew I was probably going to end up some duplicates. I was just hoping they was out of the boxes that I hadn't already had. So a bit of a shame, but there you go. As for this, the one I didn't order, I mean, I wasn't ever going to say no, send it back. I insist on them sending me the stouts I actually ordered because if it had been a mushroom beer, I'd be like, no, that's the whole point of it. If you hadn't sent me the mushroom beer, got that wrong, I would be insisting you send them out. Especially as you can send 4 in a box, unpackaged, well, not well packaged anyway, like they did in the first box that turned up. In that case, you can send me 2, package it better. But because it was that Vocation Stout, which I've had before and I could probably pick up, I wasn't getting that for a video particularly, I didn't worry about it. I just left it and I'm going to do a video about it. I've waffled on for far too long. The Hebden Lager itself is perfectly drinkable. It does taste like a kind of premium style lager. Little bit of a thing about Vocation, going a little bit mainstream, mass produced. So they've gone a bit, I don't know, they're sort of going, there's kind of Stella vibes about it, or Kronenberg. There's a little bit of spicy kind of savouriness on the back end. It's a good bodied beer, to be fair. It's probably well put together, 5%. I'm just not massively fussed on it. It's a beer that's, it's just a Beer 52 beer that's kind of fairly 10 a penny, really. It's all right. It's one, I'd shandy it and it'd be fine in the summer. It's kind of, it has got a bit of interest rather than just a regular lager, but that kind of slight kind of spicy, savoury, peppery edge, not particularly sweet, a little bit rough around the edges. It's all right. I mean, at the end of the day, all's well, ends well. I could have complained. I didn't. It's just not worth my time. You win some, you lose some. I've got some beers I probably won't review because none of them sound particularly interesting. Although this one, maybe. I've got a couple of other deliriums in that I need to get reviewed, so maybe I'll just do a big delirium session. But there you go. Yeah, as always, let me know in the comments. Don't just slag Beer 52 off. We know they're pitfalls. I'm going to keep the thing, and I was first in mind of just cancelling the whole thing, but that's an operation in itself. As I say, I tried it the last time I had a second account, as I explained in that video, and I eventually got it closed. I had to tell a few white lies, but got it closed. Kept this one open. I just keep cancelling it every month, and as long as I remember to do that, I'm up to next month now. So yeah, if you want Beer 52 content, as I say, go and follow the other guys. Baz at All the Beer, No Idea. Also, Uncle Jonah does a regular monthly box. So yeah, check him out if you want to see Beer 52 content. May or may not see any more Beer 52 content from me as long as I manage to cancel it, and I don't see any other particularly interesting beers that I really want to drink. It's just that mushroom porter that really interested me. Probably can't get it anywhere else. Dutch brewery, I think. So yeah, thanks very much indeed for watching. I've been Disco, coming at you with this overly long saga tale of Beer 52. Let me know what you think. If you haven't already, please click the like and subscribe buttons because it's free at the point of dispense. Won't let you down. Cheers and enjoy the beers.